Joshua Mayo is one of the best guy when it comes to financial teaching and side hustle. So I was asking people, I mean, it was just a little bit of survey of what kind of title can impact you to watch. And his the first title was like how Joshua Mayo became a millionaire. The second one was like what's the five habits that can destroy people or make people broke. The third one was like how to start a YouTube channel from scratch. And people choose about Joshua Mayo. So today I'm bringing up I mean, that title of Joshua Mayo, how he became a millionaire, because it was very influential and inspirational and really motivational. So let's see how Joshua Mayo became a millionaire. So here it's gonna be like like it's gonna be divided by four. There will be four stage one, two, three, four. And you're gonna have to hear those four stage. It's not only about money, but it's about a lot of things that you can do for yourself to push you to get to those stages. So let's dive in for Mayo.
You know, like most of you watching, I've always had dreams and ambition of being a million. I remember 2 years ago when I first started this channel, I was broke. And I was very transparent about where I was financially.
I keep telling myself, well, maybe I wait until I'm a millionaire. Because if I'm a millionaire, then people would value my information more. They would believe me. They would trust me more.
But a lot has changed in the past 2 years. I made that video, you see, because now I am officially a millionaire. I've got over 500,000 of Apple stock and some other smaller positions in broad market ETFs, 3 different savings accounts, 2 of them with $250,000 in them each, and another one with a little bit over $300,000. I've got a little over $100,000 in equity between all of my different real estate properties and $40,000 in other alternative assets, all totaling.
Okay, so you firstly understand that it's not only about first one source of income. He's been multiplying his income, his assets in different ways, like three savings bank account, and fidelity, and some other stuff like you guys understood there. So the number one sign if you want to become a millionaire is multiplying your source of income. That's number one, multiplying the source of income. I'm sure it's gonna go up to five because this is kind of like a bonus. It's not really like in the chapter, but no matter what you are doing, if you want to be financially free, try to multiply the source of your income, bro, please.
Over $1.4 million. Now, I know you're probably wondering, but Joshua, how exactly did all of this money? And I could sit here all day and tell you about all the businesses that I started and like what exactly I did to make this money. But honestly, all the practical advice in the world, which I could give it to you, but all of that still isn't nearly as important as what I'm going to share with you instead in this video. You know, growing up poor, living in low-income housing in Detroit, Michigan, there are no opportunities. Everyone are left to their own devices, and what ends up happening is people either become in these super dead-end jobs for the rest of their lives, or they end up in prison or somewhere else even worse. And so when my mom moved us out of Detroit when I was about 13, we ended up moving into a trailer park at the very edge of this super wealthy town called Lake Orion. And Lake Orion was the exact opposite of Detroit. All of my friends in Lake Orion had extremely wealthy and ambitious parents. They were CEOs and CFOs and business owners and such. And in contrast, all of my friends in Detroit had very poor parents who had no ambition whatsoever. And growing up in these two different polar opposite environments allowed me to see the world from two different perspectives. And this let me see firsthand the difference between how a rich person views the world and how a poor person views the world. And how ultimately becoming rich or staying poor comes down to just a few small things. And so in this video, I want to talk with you about what those few things actually are. And all of the things that I'm going to share with you in this video have directly contributed to me becoming a millionaire. And so now,
You get it. So first of all, there is a question of location. where he was staying and where they moved to. It's like God pushed them to move to the place where they moved to. And from there on, he developed this thing called clarity. This is going to be chapter one. He developed clarity. So let's hear him out, how he developed the clarity.
I want to with you. And so the first thing that contributed to Millionaire is developing clarity. You see, most people never get what they want out of life because they don't actually really know what they want out of life, right? They'll say things like, I want more money, more free time, more success, whatever, right? But the problem with all of these things is that they're way too vague. If you want to become a millionaire, you have to get extremely specific and clear on why you want to become a millionaire. Let me give you a real life example that's extremely personal to me, okay? So growing up, my childhood was pretty dark, like metaphorically speaking. And I remember Christmas time was always my favorite time of year because it was the one time of year where things just kind of felt like bright and good. And so as I grew up, I began, working different jobs and stuff. And there was this one job in particular, always got these front gate magazines in during the holiday season. And in this magazine, they always had some.
So everybody, as you can see right here, like Joshua Mayo developed the clarity, like from him being able to move to another town, to another area. He saw like the way we were living, it's not the way I'm supposed to continue my life. It's not the way I'm gonna make it the way I want to make it. So my advice is going to be like there is some people that never wanted to be moved to where they are, and here's what the Bible saying: without vision, where there is no vision, where there is no clarity, the people are perish. So you just got to be that person to have vision. You need to visualize in your life. You need to visualize your career. You need to visualize your marriage. You need to visualize your relationship and everything. You know what I'm saying? If there is no vision for that, it's not gonna end up the way you want to end up. It's not gonna be in harmony. It's not gonna be peaceful. You're not gonna have the things that you want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? That's why the number one chapter here, the guy developed the clarity, like a specific clarity. He had a vision, and boom. So when you have a vision, you're gonna accomplish more things because God is gonna help you. Uh, is gonna work with you through your vision. All right. So if we jump to number two, number one was like he developed clarity. What's that you want to do? Because most people they don't know what they want to do. And number two is going to be um self-esteem.
Something else he used to always say was, you're either born or you get lucky. That's the only way that anybody can become a millionaire. And the only reason my best friend's dad was saying this was because he had a low self-esteem, especially when it came to money. And because he lacked the confidence about who he was and what he could accomplish, he would often project that to everyone else. And that was actually the exact opposite of how my rich friend's dad was. I was at his house one time just like playing Xbox or whatever, and he asked me, he said, Joshua, what exactly is it that you want to do with your life? And I was 18 at the time, and I said to him, sir, honestly, I don't really know. Like, I know that I might want to start a business one day, like maybe like a clothing brand or something like that, but honestly, I don't think I'm smart enough to be able to do that. And when I said that to him, he stopped me, and I'll never forget what he told me. He said, Joshua, if an eagle was raised by chickens, it'll live its whole life believing that it can't fly. Obviously, we all know that eagles can fly, right? On the other hand, chickens can't fly. And so if an eagle was born and raised and is only around these non-flying chickens, the eagle will have a very low self-esteem when it comes
You know, this is clearly like what I wanted you to hear. Like, if an eagle was raised by chicken, obviously the eagle will know that we can't fly. You know, because chicken they don't fly. You know what I'm saying? If you were raised to a place where they speak the same language, you're only gonna speak that language. If you were raised or if you were born to a part where they were speaking many languages and do so many things, you're also gonna learn and adapt to those things. If you were raised and if you were born in a location where they kill people or where they help people a lot, you're gonna grow up doing the same thing. So my advice is you got to go out there and explore and trying to learn about how other people are living so that you can get an idea, so that you can be able to to do things differently from the people that you come from. I will give you this cut from Lao Tzu, one of the best Chinese author of all time. He once said, if you are reading the book that everybody is reading, you will definitely going to think as everybody else is thinking. And this is like, it's true. So you just got to understand that it's not only about money, but it's all about the things that you are doing that will push you to go accomplish the things that you want. And those things that you want, then it's all about your services and your knowledges and the thing that will boost you up. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Just like the eagle could fly if he really wanted to, if he just simply believed and then tried, you too can make a lot of money, become wealthy, become a millionaire. If me becoming a millionaire, I really started believing that it was possible, and my actions followed thereafter. Beliefs on whether you can or cannot do something directly dictate how much action you take on that belief. For the
That's easy, actually. When you believe you can do something, no matter how hard is that thing, I'm pretty sure the fact that you just believe yourself in yourself, you just believe that you're gonna go after the thing, even though you're not gonna accomplish the thing, but at least that belief is gonna send you through actions, and those actions can send you through some positive or negative actions. And by doing that, you're gonna be confident of what you have done, and that confidence is gonna build your self-esteem. And once you are like built with the self-esteem, you're gonna believe in yourself. And once you keep on believing yourself, like by believing yourself, it's like you are accomplished something by 50% already, because self-esteem cannot be transmitted physically. You just need to have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You need to have it. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna come to you, not your mother, not your father, not your uncle. They will come and give it to you or inject it to you. It's not gonna happen. You just need to believe in yourself. It's in you. You just unleash the dragon, the beast in you, the beast mode in you. You just have to do it by your own. Whether you read a lot, you exercise a lot, you do a lot of things, and you unleash your first esteem. It's like your arcana.
longest time, I genuinely believed that it was possible for me to become right. And so because I believe much more willing to take action on what I believed was possible. And here's a funny thing about when you believe something is possible, you'll take action on it. And when you take action, you get results. And then those results give you confidence, which feeds back into your beliefs about achieving that thing.
And here, so when you do those, when you get to the action, most people actually giving up, because 90% of the action, that the result, that the outcomes that will come, some of them at the beginning, they are not the outcomes that you want to achieve, to have in your journey or in everything that you are doing. And this is where most people giving up, because giving up is the easiest thing. And this is sending us to like the last chapter of Joshua Mayo, how he became a millionaire, because he never gave up.
And this one is extremely important, is simply not giving up. Like, you can't stop. So there's a true story about a man back during the Colorado gold rush, and this guy was one of the first miners to begin mining for gold in Colorado. And he found a little bit of gold here and there, but months with little success, he decided to sell all of his gold mining equipment man for a fraction of the price that he paid for it. So then this junk man began gold where the previous miner had left off. And on the very first day of digging, within like 1 hour of digging, he ended up hitting the largest gold mine in history. And the gold mine was literally only 3 feet away from where the previous miner had given up at. You see, a lot of people, when they start a new business or a new YouTube channel or podcast or whatever, they end up quitting that thing way, way too soon. And the problem with this, the problem with stopping too soon, is that you never give yourself time to actually start seeing real results. And what I mean by this is, for example, I've spent the last 8 years of my life trying to build a successful business and become a millionaire. And 8 years is a very long time. Most people give up on something new within the first few weeks, sometimes the first few months. The reason that I, like, metaphorically struck gold was because I just kept digging. Even when I was only seeing dirt and rocks and just like a bunch of useless things, I still kept digging, right? Starting new businesses, trying new things, constantly learning new skills. I just kept digging. And then I didn't give up. I just kept digging past all the useless rocks and dirt. I eventually struck gold. You know, I can't even
Giving up is the easiest thing, like on the planet Earth. Like people, like it's really extremely easy. Like when we talking about giving up, because it's been like the goals of some other people. It's being like the plan B of other people. When you see that things are not working your way, you just decide to give up because it's not what you wanted, and you just need to release the endorphins in your brain, because once you're giving up, it's just like, because our brain is there to protect us from all the bad things. And giving up, it's been like when the work is very hard, we use our brain to give up, because nothing is gonna bother us anymore. But everything that worth it, it's not, it doesn't come cheap. That's why you need to work hard for things. If you have something that you've been working hard, if you're watching this, keep working hard for the things that you're working hard. One day it's just gonna hit, it's just gonna blow up. One day it's just gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be happy for yourself. You're gonna start to realize all the hard work that you've been putting on. You're gonna start to realize that it was hard, but at least you persist. And by persisting, persistence is the key. You've accomplished the thing, you know. That's it for Joshua Meyer, man. There was four chapter, was like he multiplied. It was five actually. He multiplied the resource of income. The secondly, he had to find the vision, the clarity. Even the Bible is telling us where there is no vision, the people will perish. The number three, he developed his self-esteem, because where he came from, they never taught him about self-esteem. And gladly, where he moved to, the other people taught him how to be self-confident. And number four, he saw you need to believe in yourself, because self-esteem is linked to self-belief, right? And number five is like you don't have to give up. Most people giving up because things are hard. Things are not just gonna come easily. You know what I'm saying? And if you like utilizing these strategies in no matter what kind of business you do, like remember, for the first year, if you have a clothing brand, if you have any startup business, for the first year, the second year and the fifth year are, then they're not going to be the same. If you keep struggling for the 10 years of your business, means the management is bad. And what do they say? If the flower doesn't grow, you don't have to remove the flower, but it's the place where you plant the flower that's doesn't grow. I mean, that's make it that it doesn't make it grow. You know what I'm saying? If you keep on hanging with the people that are gonna help you grow, change those people. Go to other people where they will understand your vision, they will understand your communication. Go to the other people that will help you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. That's it for today, man. If you're watching this, please hit the button, subscribe. activate the bell notification so you cannot miss one of my episode. If you are listening this to Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, please come to my YouTube channel, Amka Podcast. Hit the button, subscribe. If you are our subscriber, I will ask you to activate the bell notification so you cannot miss one of our episodes. Recently, the people that were watching Amka podcast video, they went up from 2% to 10%. I was really, really happy. And now I want them to go at least to 50%. So we can be like the 1.5 subscribers that we have, like at least half of them, they are watching our video. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you next time. Cheerio.